There is an abundance of discussions in the online Stoic community about the importance of adopting good habits and cultivating virtues for a fuller life. However, we rarely address the habits already ingrained in our lives, which can be entirely detrimental. As highlighted by Hibik Titus, there are two vices much more dark and serious than the others: lack of persistence and lack of self-control. Persist and resist. Epictetus knew that the key to living rightly is to persist and resist. To persist means to never stop striving and acting rightly, even when we don't feel like it. It means developing new ways of acting that make us better. Creating good habits is not easy, therefore, we need to be persistent. The other key is resistance. Resistance means avoiding temptations and bad habits that destroy us. In this video, I'm going to talk about 6 habits that everyone has in their daily life and that we should avoid if we want to live fully and happily. Persistence and resistance. The strongest man is he who can resist the urge to give up when all seems lost. Seneca. The Stoics were masters in the art of persistence and resistance. Their lives often faced adversities and challenges, but they remained steadfast in their principles and values. From Epictetus, a former slave who became one of the most respected philosophers of his time, to Seneca, who faced political persecution and exile without losing his moral integrity, the Stoics demonstrated an unwavering determination in the face of life's trials. 1. Stop wasting your time. Seneca had this to say: "We complain that our days are few, but we act as if they were infinite." Reflecting deeply on the duration of life, Seneca concluded that many of us do not truly live, we merely exist. We waste our time on activities that do not benefit us and procrastinate when we are lazy. We act as if we were immortal, without realizing that time is our most valuable resource. Nothing guarantees that we will be alive tomorrow or in a position to fulfill our desires. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, you could leave life right now. Let this reflection on time guide you to not waste it and to value it as it deserves. The first step to a good life is to start taking time seriously. We lose time searching for what is in front of our eyes. Seneca said. The Stoics deeply valued time as a precious and limited resource. They recognized the importance of using each moment meaningfully and productively. Seneca, for example, dedicated his life to study, writing, and public service, constantly seeking to contribute to the well-being of society in his own personal growth. 2. Stop emotional attachment. The Stoics believed that we need to learn to let go, not only physically but also emotionally. If we make a mistake in our lives, we should not torture ourselves with it, but learn from it so as not to repeat it. Guilt and regret do not help. This does not mean that it is wrong to feel these emotions, they help us recognize our mistakes. However, once we understand and learn from our failures, we should not allow these emotions to continue tormenting us. We all make mistakes, we should not suffer excessively because of them, but rather seek ways to grow from them. Stoic philosophy teaches the importance of cultivating indifference to external circumstances and developing a sense of emotional detachment. Marcus Aurelius, the famous philosopher-emperor, faced numerous difficulties during his reign, yet remained serene and undisturbed in the face of adversity. He understood that fleeting emotions were obstacles to inner peace and true wisdom. 3. Stop procrastinating. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations the following: "You could do something good today, but choose to do it tomorrow." Or, in the words of Seneca, all fools have in common that they are always preparing to begin. Often, we postpone important tasks, but if we have something to do, we should do it now. What is the point of postponing something we need to do, even if it makes us lazy? It is always better to act now, as our time is limited. Moreover, rest is more gratifying when we fulfill our obligations. When we postpone something out of laziness, we feel guilt and know that we should be doing something instead of resting. Few sensations surpass the satisfaction of a job well done, and doing it at the right time is essential. The Stoics emphasized the need to act with diligence and determination, without postponing important tasks. Epictetus, for example, encouraged his students to face their responsibilities head-on and not to succumb to laziness or procrastination. He believed that action was the key to personal fulfillment and spiritual growth. 4. Why rest is more pleasant. In Seneca's words, he who works diligently enjoys rest with gratitude and contentment. Although the Stoics valued hard work and discipline, they also recognized the importance of rest and leisure. Seneca wrote extensively about the need to balance work with rest, stating that true rest comes from inner peace and a clear conscience. Strive for excellence in everything you do in your life. Ask yourself, did I give my best? Often, we look back and realize that we did not give our best in certain situations. Why are we doing something that doesn't deserve our best? If it deserves, why aren't we giving our all? Ask yourself this question in every activity and always try to give your best. We do not control the outcome of our actions, but it is within our control to try and give our best in everything we do. Do not settle for mediocrity when you have the ability to do something extraordinary. 5. Stop being a slave. Seneca wrote, "He is a slave. Show me who isn't." One person is a slave to lust, another to greed, a third to ambition, and all are slaves to hope. All are slaves to fear. There is no more shameful submission than that which we voluntarily assume. We must daily remember who is in charge, us or our impulses. No man is free unless he is master of himself. True freedom lies in the emancipation of the mind, not in the possession of material goods. Hibik Titus. The Stoics sought to free themselves from the slavery of passions and material desires, seeking true inner freedom. Hibik Titus, who was born a slave, taught his students not to be slaves to their own emotions and to find freedom through self-control and self-discipline. 6. Control your mind, strive for excellence, give your best. In his Meditations, Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Today I escaped anxiety, or better, I discarded it, because it was within me, in my own perceptions, not outside." External events do not cause anxiety, we are responsible for it, as it arises from our own thoughts about future problems. Anxiety does not help solve problems, it is just a thought that torments us. Realize that, whatever happens, you have overcome worse situations before. Understand that you have tools to deal with anything bad that may arise in the future. Distinguish between what you cannot control and what is under your control and imagine the worst possible scenario. In many cases, you will realize that the situation is less serious than you thought. The greatest achievement is to master oneself. Control your mind and you will control your destiny. Stated Marcus Aurelius. For the Stoics, controlling the mind was the path to excellence and personal fulfillment. They believed that each individual had the power to shape their own destiny through thought and deliberate action. Marcus Aurelius, in his Thoughts to Myself, encouraged the pursuit of excellence in all areas of life, constantly seeking personal improvement and spiritual growth. Do you have any habits in your life that you want to eliminate? Leave your comment. May this video reach you and help you in your growth and success in your Stoic routine. I recommend subscribing to my channel and don't forget to comment on the video. Thank you very much.